It's all so blue. Goodness me, it's all so freaking blue. I'll make sure my audio is good here. It's been a while, so. This is DDD. More Dark Deep Danger. Yes, my favorite. Love Dark Deep Danger. Alright, so let me check my audio. We're gonna get right into it. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, I remember last time somebody jumped off a fucking balcony. And that is about the extent of it. I mean, I know remember a bit more, but my knowledge was, as you do. Yeah, I feel my knowledge feels limited after that, but I could just be me. So let me just put that one. This should be the latest one, right? Yeah, it'll be whatever the latest date is, which should be October 3rd. Right, Hisaru Shinya was copied and blamed for all the shit that happened. Right. They took the blame for it all, but they didn't take the blame, they were just handled the blame. Years after Hisaru Shinya was arrested, charged in murder of his parents and physical violence to his sister, beginning of year 2004. That's brutal accounting, but still, they let me rehabilitate. I had a chance again. Of course, she didn't die back then. She only lost her hand. The sister didn't die from that? She was supposed to come out unscratched, but the broken hand messed her plan. She's not she's not almighty. It was heavenly punishment, but after that she was. After that, the comma's in the wrong place. After that, she was just like me. Isolated from the world for thorough examination. Planned to empty me. That's 2 twos. Planned to empty me. Got me away from Hisaru Shinya was flawless. When everything was over, she was adjudged to be possessed. Isn't it a little too late, damn it? Too many years ago that she wasn't human. With that, of course, I got mitigating circumstances, as I was living in with an A syndrome carrier. Laura kept talking about huge psychological pressure. I got discharged. My relatives happily accepted me. Orphan A, and I can survive without work for now. Of course, I don't intend to do it. After 3 years in the hospital, I became a different creature. This is the last chance. This time I won't make a mistake. I want to do what happened to be my duty, so I get relieved of it even a second earlier. Luckily, the hardest part, finance, solved itself. Empty, lifeless thoughts finally got realistic. A lot of reasons to be worried, but talent and money are paired. With my level of abilities, I can cover the holes in my talent with money. If fortune doesn't turn away from me, I'll succeed. Well, you're thinking about how to increase the amount of money or happiness. Things are going fine. It's life. Yes. To self, L. Maybe it's not okay to say that about yourself. But, well, there was a loss of rehabilitation in society. August of 2004. 3 years old. Crazy. That's it. From today on, Ishizarika is discharged from this clinic. Now a specially assigned inspector should keep a watch on him and monitor his life. Of course, as Ishizarika was recognized latent, he is now counted as A syndrome carrier and will get treated accordingly. In case he shows any signs of being unprepared in casual life, the inspector is to act immediately. Any questions? Medical expert Tomomato, wearing a strict black suit, pressures a assigned patient with a sharp look. Examination room of Origa Clinic, probably for the last time. I merely deal with the documents. Shozai, any questions? No more questions, Inspector, sir. Sir, I salute Mato-san. My forwarded knits her eyebrows. I understand the joke. Well, what to say? If you ask how bad it is, she's going to keep me on a tight leash even after I'm discharged. Help. Ooh, what a time do you chose to get discharged of here? All clean and innocent. Why can't your kin ever choose the right time? It's you decided on my discharge time, not everything on me. Let me say this now. Didn't yet commit any crimes. Well, I forget everything that's happening during the day, so I'm not that sure. I don't think I had any screw-ups anyway. Mother-son treats all people as criminals. Parents' sins or children's sins. More like sister sins or brother sins. I'm sorry, but did you just say you're kin? I did. Seriously, Sosa, you're discharged, you know. I had to be more loud or something. But last evening they gave us a changed order. Discharge decided on to do it by any means, but quietly. So that people don't really pay attention to it. You know what? You know what this is about? My son spins a ball pen. Looking in my eyes, not for entertainment. Surely it's not a slightest clue. But yeah, we might look like criminals. You don't look like criminals, you are criminals. Okay. She gets angry and pen breaks. For everyone by now. So my son doesn't hold herself back even before the inventory. That's rough. It's not quite... That's not about me, right? I can get discharged, but it's to be quiet. Did the previous one do something? Bingo. It's nice to talk to you during the day. Hey you, bring a pen. A hard one, if possible. I was quietly breathing in the room, shuddered, and gave Tomo her own pen. Will it be the fourth? Mato-san could smoke to calm down. But though I never saw her smoking. By the way, Shosai, do you remember Hisari that got discharged half a year ago? I don't remember the face, but I remember what she was like. Should I show him my Hisari page? It's okay. I already got a general picture about her this morning. You're not connected to Hisari Makina, that's for sure and confirmed. Oh. She did count you in, and you yourself don't have anything to do with it, but... Spins the grinder. I mean, the pen. You should have given her a fountain pen, so ultimately less damage will be done in the end. In the end, society treats everyone discharged from here as the same. She screws up, you get hit by it too. Go outside, they'll be looking at you a bit cold. You need to be audacious to survive. Sarah's case can be closed any day, even tomorrow. Hisari obviously got into some mess. So that's a year ago, I got acquainted with Hisari Makina, who called herself Hisari Shinya. We met during daytime. I don't remember her. I have a lot of notes about her. I had problems with my left hand, and she was problems with her right. And somehow we get along. Oh, so we got fucking bamboozled? Oh! I thought we were talking with Shinya, but we were talking with Makina? Jeez, her copy tactic is way too fucking good. Good lord. My notes keep saying Hisari. Weird one. Why did they? I was with half a year before her discharge. Dr. Doodle told me Hisari Makina can't do anything herself. She lived copying her younger brother Hisari Shinya. Of course, she appears weird. She's a girl, but she talks and acts completely like a guy. So, what now? That's Hisari. Mato-san, your glass is kinda scary. That's because I'm tired. I didn't sleep the whole night because of Hisari, and protocols don't seem to point on false accusation. After I send you off, I'll go argue with jurisdictional inspector assistant. I don't feel like wiping off possessed, but I don't feel like wiping off powerless relatives even more. Seriously, examinations here in the last couple years are terrible. More cases each year, it's only the budget that doesn't catch up with time. Examinations of corpses and patients all end up as a single sheet of paper. How long have I been saying, invest more finances in it? So I listen to Mato-san's rants. She's unrivaled, but that's why she doesn't have allies either. But anyway, Shosai, here's what I want to say. Yes, what is Inspector Toma, sir? You unintentionally don't spoil my name. If I, for example, became an assigned inspector for Hisari Makina, it goes without saying, Hisari's already a lost cause. Roger that. Not necessarily live an adult life in the dark corner of society. That's good. Well, you have an hour till discharge. What are you going to do here? What are you going to do here? Rest a bit? No. I want to say goodbye to Doc. So I'll go. Will you come to Mato-san? I won't. I'm not going to waste time. Go alone. Alright, Shosai. You're looking for a prosthesis? Just stood up when she stopped me. A rare Maltazan voice, hiding reluctance. I am? Why? Well, just that. If you really need one, I can introduce you to one perspective. But to be honest, I don't like it. You see, they really want to meet you. She gives a sulfuric, melancholic sigh. On the topic about prosthesis, I was surprised by how this unsinkable person can go into blues. Do you understand, Arika-kun? You need not self-confidence. You need someone who needs you. Use your whole life, but find that person. That's the reason you should live. The confessional that I came to say goodbyes. Dr. Doolittle, as usual, speaks like a romanticist. What? What's wrong, Erika-kun?
Wow, Mambu.
Thank you. Stutters are fucking nuts. And the grammar, too. Which is weird, because it usually wasn't this bad. What's with that deadly pale face? Saying, when are they finally gonna discharge me? Nothing like that, Doc. You said those parting words pretty well. But it appears I can accept a value for myself. Well, yeah, but like the first half, not even the first half, had perfect grammar and like sentence wording, and then it suddenly fell apart in this next section, which is super weird. Like, did I not have some proofreading? But nevertheless, going forward is very human-like. It's easier after all. Oh, sorry, son. I recall. So readily agreed. Erika-kun, did those 6 months not spoil your character by any chance? I got your idea, Doc, but that's all. Why did you mention Hisari? Did she come here before leaving too? Yeah, just like you. Did you give her an advice on what to do after discharge? Just like me, huh? It's not like her to think about the outside world, is it? Say, Doc. Sarah needs to copy someone, right? What was she like when she came here? Also, if I got 2 hours of sleep, I mean, that no limit. Like time constraint, but I guess so. That I can't tell you. Patient's privacy. Doolittle smiled. Even though he's such a holy saint, a friend to every patient, Origa Clinic is what brought him up. Patient's health is main priority. Any means achieved. If a patient is in normal state, those scared people, doctors can ignore everything else. Fine. It's not going to matter to me in the slightest. It's time for me to go now, Doc. Thanks for bearing with me this whole year. Visiting me to kill time, only me to get is up to my fate and Mato-san's mood. Same here. By the way, Rika-kun, did you say your goodbyes to Dr. Mato yet? I would gladly, but I can't. I didn't say it yet. My inspectors are scaring spoiled children to heart attacks to Mato-chan. 2 little bursts. Wasn't he like that nickname? Ha! So many worries, right, Rika-kun? I'm worried about your attack, Doc. You should condole me, not laugh. Oh, I do. I wholeheartedly do. But still, Tomato-chan, did you ever say that to Dr. Homa directly? Only once. By accident. A horrible memory. It was an evening, sadly. The sun had already set. Thriller. Horror. Wow, please, tell me about it. I know that for myself if Dr. Toma has a sense of humor. Alright, why not? Well, I blowed out tomato, fucking how you want to say it. Tomato-chan, she suddenly got all serious, jumped up from her chair saying, sit here, and left. Then she came back from the kitchen with a real tomato, and right before my face, splash, crunches it and says, Shosai, do you want the same to happen with you? Now you like it. No, she's too scared to joke with. Dog bursts out laughing. It's worth it. Seeing Doolittle laugh, holding his stomach. It's a rare sight on a little of Mato in Blue's mood. Damn, really? Rika-kun, you're like a hero. Do my best. I wish I could forget it through my amnesia. Ishizarika is not brave, he just lost the ability to feel threat. Animals that can't perceive stop signals, like those flying to the fire, a small child playing on a highway. Well, that's saying bye. Need those lost lambs, Shepherd. Okay. Dr. Doolittle gently smiled. So we won't see each other again. By the way, Arika-kun, did you know? Dr. Thomas, say what you want. Can't bear tomatoes. She says she doesn't even want to touch them. Doesn't hate, just doesn't bear them. That's important. Well, alright, Dr. Doolittle. This chart went fast. After 1.5 years, I came back to my birth nest, Shakura Town, on Shakura Hill, to Ishiza residence. Mata-san's the one driving. Car, bread, roadstar. Incredible mentality. How would you imagine a patient discharged from a clinic and getting picked up by a car relay? By the way, clinic's hospital charge was lower than I thought. Weird, said Mata-san. That includes your 1.5 year salary. I told you that your help wasn't voluntary. I'm even uncomfortable a bit. That's why I, well, keep Mata-san at some distance. I don't trust myself to her. And also, if the resident has a buyer, start next month to pay clinical charges. Count on it. She says like that while she says it like that while driving. She has already dealt with her with the inheritance tax and all problems like that. Without asking me. Huh? And the house is bought, I'll live in a tent? Of course not. It's made so that you can move to the dorm at any time. If you want, you can do it right now. I recommend it. Your kin is used to watch if we gather you together. Incredibly uncomfortable. That's why I, though wishing to flee from evil tomato, still put up with it. Call me once in 4 days. If you don't, I think you're either dead or on the run. It leads me near the Ishiza sign saying, well, bye. The road starts to drift a turn and disappears. Community dorms for asynchronous carriers was on Shakura Town's north. It's the opposite side of Shakura Hill relatively to the train station. Building of Social Help and Welfare number 13, secondly east to remember. After walking through the concrete hallway, past the curtained guard booth, we go to a 3-room on the 4th floor. When examining Shizarika's room, feeling slight alert about neighbor's barking dog, gets I thinking about how I'll have to live here in a month. The 3rd floor's hallway, some loud people were having fun. Blue uniforms and hats suited them well. They were, as they called them, cops. At the moment, diligently doing a search. Getting involved is a pain, but I have to live here in a month. Cannot measure the risk. There. For a policeman, a man in a Hawaiian t-shirt came my way. This one didn't look like a policeman at all. I feel like we already went through these introductions, but different POV, or I don't know. Frankly, I don't know. Hi, you live here? A Hawaiian t-shirt guy. If you look closer, wearing makeup. Gazed at me. Hello? I'm getting in next month. Like that here every day? No, it's not. It's the first time I see something like that. Law enforcement's checking for Arika-chan's room. It's my turn to gaze at him this time. T-shirt guy is surprised again. Hey, are you by chance Arika-chan's brother? They're weird. Different face, but you two seem very much alike. I have a younger sister, but I doubt you mean her. By the way, my name is also Arika. She's Arika. Why? Whose room is being searched? Does he have the same name? Wow, your name's completely the same? Surprised Hawaiian t-shirt guy still examined me and dived into thoughts. Then he said, so you're the real one. What? Wow, you're pretty sharp. Don't flatter me, you silly. I thought Arika-chan is weird too. Girl, but talks like a boy. There I thought something's behind it, and it appears Arika-chan is a boy after all. Oh. We're not replaying the scene. we're now getting Erika's actual perspective. Because the other one's Shinya, or Machina, isn't it? Oh. Who's the previous Erika-chan then? I'm worried about her too, though she's not my type. Yeah, now I'm like, oh fuck. So she's not playing Arika. Because she can't play Shinya anymore. Oh shit. But she's missing the wrong arm. How can she can't copy that part. Who knows, if I'm the real one, she's someone that's not Shizu Arika. Finishing my t-shirt guy's story half a year ago, a woman came here, calling herself my name, got in a message, and yesterday finally disappeared. Oh, so she's already gone. Arika living here half a year ago had, yes, one hand, and she was completely like me except for the face. Weird though, an alias would have gotten discovered right away. Nope, it wouldn't. Signs on doors, and after all, are you one of those that dig for new ones family registers? Or those? How about mail, or guard? Silly you, it's all informal. My name's Nijima. Most letters come to me by my name, Flori. Alias is an alias, and the landlord gathers all the bills from the residents and pays himself. So it's usual here to use aliases? The guard here is wacky, just like Nijima-chan. We're meddling in residents' business. Realtors and owners nowadays are rarely familiar enough with residents. The alias isn't in the way of being friends with neighbors, yeah. Wait, but didn't Makina also called Nijima for Nijima-chan? Wait, how the fuck did she know that we would do that? Yeah, she a freak. Fucking Makina, holy shit. But sometimes there's something still left in notes, like driver's license or passbook. Though if I recall correctly, they're taking away driver's licenses when you're discharged, and passbooks, well, you don't usually show them to others. Can I have you for a second? You, Ishizu Arika. Oh crap. Damn, question about investigator on the discharge day. Stupid way to fool around with Nijima-chan. Policeman in the hallway heard my name and gave me out to investigators. What does that mean, Mata-san? Cops are doing their job properly. Yes, I'm Ishizu Arika. I'm going to deliver starting next month. I'll tell you from the start, I wasn't the one living in that room over there, so yeah. I want to go to the station for third investigation, so I say everything as it is. But the police didn't stay idle either. Parents already found out that I wasn't insecure until today, and that in the room in question was someone using my name as an alias. Yeah. Can I ask you a question too? I'm living under my name. Who was that? Oh, yeah, can I ask you a question too? I'm living under my name. Who was that? A girl named Hisari Makina. Same age as you. But you know what? I think I said you're same with her. But the only thing you have in common is that you're both one-handed. Sorry, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. I'm really one-handed after all. By the way, Hisari Makina? What was she doing under my name? This guy appears to be a nice guy, so I decided to find out more about it. Blackmail, swindling, what else? Other stuff about illegal trades. Just 20-year-olds, but already performed such violent beatings, I guess. And also, I wonder why I guess. I'm even more interested in what's to follow. And what also? It's a question appropriate for an innocent victim whose name was used. The investigator sighed out something like, already talking, guess I'll tell, and... Guess it's the best one. Suspicion of murder of Hisari Shinya. Told me about an absolutely unrelated to me. She's Arika. There you go, finished case. So Shinya's dead. And so the honeymoon I lived in was suddenly spoiled. Today at 6 o'clock in the industrial area of Nozu in Shikura City, In a resident library, a body of a young man was found, identified as Hisaru Shinya, 19 years old, living in said place. By the words of witness in Hisaru's notes, accused for his death is Hisaru Makina, being seen there at the time of mood raised by the fight before crumbles to dust. What the hell? Responsible newsman keeps talking. Hisaru was pierced with a sharp object in an abandoned Hisaru house. Now the suspicion falls on his older sister, Hisaru Makina. It is incomprehensible to the point of losing consciousness. Makina killed Shinya, how, and why? Is it me who killed him? No fits. We came to an additional area of notice a couple of hours ago. So you've actually never met Shinya? I fucking guess not. I guess not. No. Came into the old Hisari house. It was like a disposed shell. Instead, Shinya was killed after I left. Who framed me is unknown. Wait, so now Makina is denying the fact that she killed Shinya? Which I'm assuming she did. Oh my fucking god, this is getting extreme. This is like fucking damn. Hey yo, Detective Conan or some shit. I need you on this case, bro. What the fuck? The only obvious thing is that since I really was in that room, I'm screwed. Fingerprints, hair, witnesses. As me being there can't be hidden. By a strange coincidence, everything happened in the same room, number 303, where 3 years ago died Hisaru Shinya's parents. The style of the murder is the same. Hisaru was killed with a cutting weapon. It could lead to a repeat of the tragedy. We believe we see a connection to A syndrome. That, or it's either that or she's framed. Like actually getting framed, but like I don't know. That's the thing, I don't know. Reading Hisaru Shinya's dossier now. Case took place 3 years ago. Accidental death of parents. Thrown from a balcony, older sister. Thought I recognized as A syndrome carrier. So that's the main part in this show. Then every dossier of Hisaru Makina. Discharged from a quarantine clinic half a year ago. Deserved? True. Such an ungrateful newsman. Pleased me with entertainment before, now he started talking too much. Is he stupid? She killed Hisaru Shinya because she was mad about him publicizing her state. It's just rumors. I'm lost for words. She didn't. Oh well, I'm bored of Ishizu Arika's skin anyway. Oh. So I can maybe believe she didn't do it because she was just, you know, had a need to kill him. Then I'd see Shinya all these 3 years. I'm mad at him at all. Yes, there's no reason to. Just as there is no reason to get lynched by some minors that I saw for the first time in my life. Since I was Ishizu Arika, you had no reason to bully Makina either. Anyway, you're all 1,000 years too early to act out of revenge on me. Fine. I don't understand because it's not enough. I'm not thinking about that. To declare what happened and how, Ishizu Arika, whom I was until now, is no longer good. Once I will stay in memory of fine, but when you get in trouble, police will come right away. Residents of that area might recognize me as Ishizu Arika, but I'm Hisaru Makina on all my papers. I can't get away from that. I wouldn't have to search for anything where I live. And then suspiciously acting me, calling myself Ishizu Arika, 6 times 6 layers of blood I unfortunately spilled half an hour ago come together. Unbelievable. What is this? Why? With all my clothes, I'm gonna need my bank book. With the cash that piled up in my pocket, I'm in that only one, nicely framed baggage for me as Hisaru Makina. Need a room that I lived in for half a year. Stupid Shinya. Can stay longer. So how much are those newsmen allowed to blabber? Found Hisaru Shinya's body, that's probably true, but stories about Makina no longer one that offers guesses. As an official viewpoint, my apartment would be filled with cops by now. There are none. The police examined Hisaru Shinya's body in no hurry. Sometimes they'll finally remember Hisaru Makina. Be it good or bad, first ones to make make such a guess were the rumors. What to do, what to do, what to do. Slowing my breathing and leave the area. Though I judge my situation, I'm not afraid to be thought of brother killer. That was a false accusation, even if they made it as if I were the one that killed him, I would at most be brought back to the clinic. Not much to worry about. That's why. I have one reason to get so unsightly mad. What to do? Need to find the next model. Yes. Since I had stopped being Ishizu Arika, I can't do anything. Nothing will work out well for me. Because I became Hisari Machina again. I ran away from the dorm to the morning, 10 hours. I go crazy. Sometimes it's how I concealing myself after hiding baggage. I come get it later, making a kind face with a half smile so it doesn't stay in memory. Force myself through the sea of people and move to the outskirts of town, where the fields are. Time I hid in one of the small forests scattered there. The day has probably changed. It's a night of recalling memories. Years had been since I last returned to my head like that. Unnecessary things come up there. Like a ghost I saw them when I was a kid. Like father coming to the kitchen gravely pale. The sound with which he, stepping back a bit, fell on his back. Like a face showing pain from the bearable pain in the back of the head. Jitty gets surprised at seeing the falling knife. My right hand hurts. When I become Machina like that, I can't help but get surprised by myself from that time. Did I go that far? How much I was pressured, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, having no place in life, that's my case. Really? Maybe I overdid it? No, you don't say. My gears with no limiters, my gas pedal and no brakes. Carl once failed to make a turn, so the train will soon fall off the rails. A mistake, not now, but long ago. I was a perfect child, or so they say. It wasn't praise that I wanted. I was able to physically feel what glory is. To be so amorous, but for a much clearer, light-heartful warmth. Maybe I was a failed creature in that too. I went the wrong way. Bodies of play and soul is a beast that moves using limbs. That's why I ask you, God. Give this tiny soul a small vessel. Weird. My right hand hurts. Alright, I'm still walking with a prosthesis. I was fighting those 6, it was moving, but now it isn't. Oh! So Kai hasn't even met Arika yet. So Kai just gave his prosthesis to some fucking stranger. Practically. I didn't even think about that. Oh god. It doesn't bother me, but it's disgusting. I want to take it off, but I can't. Because I, Hisari Machina, can't do even that much. I pity myself so much I want to cry. And start my spring faster. We found out right away like that. I started thinking about what I want the most right now. Well, yeah. Because everything happened like that. What's the reason to go to that industrial area of Nozu, where I didn't need anything? Who talked with the burning with revenge to Sister Hisari Shinya? Stay at the basement of Karakae. You leave Kaya alone now. Oh, hi. You're early today. As an ash like sunlight coming through the sea at the ceiling, me and my conscience were completely clear. Coming here only as other people before, now it's here as my real self. Just really watching what I shouldn't have seen. I've forgotten what I came here for, the hour between me remembering this place and this moment. My heart, pressured by a feeling of revenge and close to exploding with frustration on everything around it, was completely cleansed. What's with you? You're all dirty. You can go get a bath. Slowly moving ash sun. The bed that that was, despite being on the ground and underwater, and to be attached, they had a magnificent voice. Perfectly isolated space. Incredibly sterile space. Middle of the room, that's anything unsightly as a matter of course. Come on, hurry! You'll tell me an interesting story. I was resting a terrifyingly beautiful creature. I look at my hands. The fingers I was born with and the artificial fingers. The gifted right hand has the more slender, more elegant ones. But this creature's fingers I found even more wonderful. Another form, great unseen hands. Kai is absolutely exhausted and a full knockdown. Like a boxer, anyone would say I cannot bear to continue the fight. Start with the door, close it, sit here. You didn't sleep since yesterday, right? I start to pity myself. These 6 months I was thinking with envy. He'd be so healthy in all aspects when he's in such a wounded body. He'd be so friendly. I'm the exact opposite. I've already forgotten how bad it feels to be myself. Yeah, didn't. What about it? Keep calm. I need to get the story about Hisaru Shinya out of him. Got weaker, so I keep making wrong decisions. My soul was cleansed, I had to run with all my might. Instead, I'm like a moth flying into a fire, walking forward with unsteady feet. Wow, you got it bad there. I thought you didn't have power at all by your breathing, but your heart is even more dried up. Sorry, let's talk later. I was going to come here for now, so lie down on the sofa. I feel like crying from all this belated pity. Didn't I keep Isuzarika's face? Can't be here, and if I'm caught, I won't be able to return. Stupid, I admit. Sarimakina admires this creature. She's in awe from this dungeon. Only before I saw that ghost. It was myself and came here. No, I shouldn't. Got into a silly situation, now I'm amazing myself. Can I use the bathroom? Getting the skin that once dropped. Cheap show. Can't see anything with a mask on my face. Silence. My awful spectacle, Kaoru-san makes a face like he just ate a lemon. Well, it's fine. Use the heart's content and don't forget the weapon. I go to the bathroom and wash my face. Put the fruit knife to my back pocket. As usual, as Yuzarika, I sit down on the floor before a sofa. Listen, about yesterday's. It happened to Hisaru Shinya. But I didn't start to talk. It doesn't go well. And I think in talk, let's come to a dead end. Started pretty naturally, though. Unfortunate, he got killed by Hisaru Makina, said Karukai in a doubtless voice. That's a lie. How did you know that? They said so in the morning news. Just before you came, the police found Hisaru Shin's body, and the main suspect is Hisaru Makina. What the hell? Bastards. Did they say that I killed him? No, I didn't do it! Indeed. Shizusan is completely unrelated. Yes, that's why I want to ask you to be my witness. Say that I was here yesterday all day long. No. I don't even like that. If she shelters me here outside, problems won't trouble me anymore. Be a witness? I can, but that talk is somewhat off. Giggled. Black-haired creature, amused, looked at me. Hisaru Shin doesn't have anything at all to do with Isuzarika, right? She was killed by his sister Makina. Doesn't society know that already? More than all things in the world, I didn't want to hear that. More than all things in the world, I wanted to say it in such a voice. I told you, I didn't kill him! The hurdy put a mask easily falls off. I rarely make blunders, but that, on the bed, didn't pay it any mind. And it's okay. Were you Arika, were you Makina? If you didn't kill him, then it's slander. Murders are not something new to investigators. If there are any material evidence, they would know for sure. If there are none, they won't stop until they dig up the truth. Say about cases like that, they stay in the memory, after all. Huh? Wow. So this creature knows everything. My killed right hand jerked. I've unpleasantly formed a smile. What? What did you just say? I said that the slander on Hisari Machina will be over soon. But yeah, it won't go well after that. If they catch you, they'll bring you to the clinic, even if temporary. If a person is innocent, that clinic is not so generous as to give slack for once freed possessed. Indeed, I can't say anything to that. Black dog, previously sleeping on the sofa, woke up from my hostility. So that's what it reacted to. Are you in a conspiracy with Shinya? Yesterday when he came here, he asked me to smother what will happen next. So that when everything is over, if I see you, I'll explain to you, in his place. It was his last wish. I should fulfill it, or falling asleep would be scary. Defenseless. But Talon has more life reserve. But to stop his unpleasant blabber, what can I do? What can it do, except blabbering? I should talk a bit more. When did you know I was Hisari Machina? Your name I found out just now. I found out you're not who you said you are right away. Didn't know your name, so I had to call you Ishise-san. Do you understand? Kai, did you have photos of Ishise or something? No. 1.5 years ago? No, already 2. Probably. His case was flashed a lot in the news. I knew about it informatively, so to say. 2 years ago. He's already living in clinic's isolation then. And? Isn't that related to me being not who I said I am? I'm one-handed, just like Ishuse-san. Not the difference between left and right hand. I don't know if he has a left or right hand missing. It's more about image. Ishuse Arika is the victim. You're too strong to ever think about you as one who's being killed. There is not a matter either. You can change as much as you want. Hey yo, true, you can. Wow. So you understood that I'm an impersonator not by the records, but by the image. Too happy and that's too sad. Yes. You can't get this creature with a fake smile. No more questions? You're too indifferent somehow. If so, I would want to fulfill Shinya-san's last wish. Forget it. You and me talking right now. Then again, it's the last time. I'm asking and you're answering. We can't do it anymore. Curtains down. Okay. That's fine too. The outcome won't be the same anyway. Karasan understands it perfectly that whether to obey me or to protest or whatever matters not in the end. The talk was long. No one will come to this underground room. Maybe he'll have guests on this exact day, but in that case I'll make him win as much time as possible for me. It's revenge for ignoring me until now. Feel my weird mood. Okay, continuing then. What did Chair tell you yesterday? Nothing about you. Quoting, I don't know anything about Machina, so I'll tell you about myself. The talk was about the past of Hisari Machina, and he wanted me to tell you what I think about it. So this is a long story told by Hisari Shinya. Machina's story from Shinya's mouth, even from my viewpoint, was correct. Childhood, when I wasn't noticing that I'm different from other kids. Stairs I misstepped in 5th grade. I was considered an autist from middle school, and I was reborn in 2nd year, imitating someone else's way of life. How I appeared to be possessed. I was imitating Shinya's habits, gestures, and way of thinking to learning ability and physical development. I am more standing among Homo sapiens with her manner of face articulation. Hisari Machina, being a creature dependent on the memories about others' images, could become even people whose faces were of a complete different structure, according to Shinya's deduction. I underestimated Shinya. He did great. Everything's right. Yep, that is your neo-information. That's your neo-formation. Possibly the smallest among all of the possessed ability. Not obstructing the character development. But it's insignificant compared to you today. Your animality is not related to possession. It's just a trifle thing in description of Hisari Machina of today. He's right. Imitation. Pfft. If I want to, I can play anyone. If I want to, I can play anyone. I'm just a born actress. It was broken to me before I got possessed. So what? Shinya told you that, and what do you think? That I'm an ordinary possessed who just watched how her parents died and drove her brother crazy? Yes. Your mind is abnormal. You're possessed. Use your parents to drive your brother crazy. That's all you need to know about the Hisari case. I don't think anyone's at fault. If you judge by the conclusion, you're right. Because your plan to expose Hisari Shinya to ostracism succeeded. You know what? Stop sucking up to me. I don't want to get disappointed in you, no matter how you look at it. I'm sorry, but if you want a punishment, you need to ask a specialist. Good and evil are switching places nowadays. While I won't be able to move from here, I won't be able to punish anyone. So from your viewpoint, Kai, I'm not guilty. I don't like the very fact you're possessed, but I don't really hate you. Oh, so he doesn't care? Well, you need to hear something. Let's say Hisari Makina's actions were right, but you're absolutely wrong at one point. That's what Shinya-san's story gave me. Get goosebumps. I'm standing still, tracing my mouth with a smile. Where? What point am I wrong at? That killed my parents? That because of that Shinya-san avenged them and almost destroyed me? You're foolish, Hisari-san. I'm talking about you getting a goal. That I got a goal? And for Shinya-san's good name, I can add that he wasn't mad at you. Just so you felt nothing towards Shinya-san, Shinya-san thought only about himself when he came here. Don't be delusioned there, okay? Became even less clear. Shinya wasn't mad at me and came here not for revenge? You're lying. Shinya hated me. That was before the clinic. Yes, 3 years ago, Shinya-san hated you, because your imitation was flawed. If you wanted to, you could be identical to him, but you went one step ahead of the original. You could become multiple times as good as Hisari Shinya, but you intentionally froze at one point. As a result, he continued, you, while being Hisari Shinya for everyone, became artificial, ignoring the existence of the real Hisari Shinya. You could as well have no evil intentions, but from the viewpoint of the imitated, it is an act of absolute aggression. He, as Hisari Shinya, had to resort to self-defense. He hated you only when he needed to defend himself. But during these 3 years, Shinya's understood that hate is fruitless. That he has to hit Hisari Makina. He realized that to return the stone himself, he'll have to fight you. Kai smiled. Because you have different abilities. What the hell? It's so confusing, I'm getting angry even more. It's already time to finish him off. Yeah. Yep. It was good for him that he didn't jump at me. In the end, what? That damned event? For Shinya was a good move, I guess. And she got me cornered. So who gave him the idea? You, Kai? Shinya came here for an advice. He relied on a demon in the basement that people say kills possessed. If so, I was cornered not by Shinya. No, I already told you. I couldn't give him any advice. What I told him, he kept on imitating you. Huh? Imitated me? Yes. In your manner of intimidating other people's actions, when half a year ago Hisari Shinya got discharged from a psychiatric clinic, he took your experience into account and acted like you. Firstly, he wanted to get into small crimes from the name of Hisari Makina, direct a retribution at you and himself, I think. But you were acting as Ishizarika after you got discharged, right? She somehow found it out afterwards. He got surprised, understood that it's how it was going to be. As expected from Hisari Makina. Something along those lines. Then he amended his plans. He said to destroy both your newly made Shizarika's personality and human rights of Hisari Makina at the same time. Because if either is alive, you will flee to their skin. Okay, so I think I understood that. So, half a year ago, when Hisari Makina came to the apartment, that was actually Shinya playing Makina? I think? Yesterday's lynch is directed against Ishizu Rika after all. Because if I don't remember it, it means that the other Ishizu Rika did something wrong. That was the case. Damn Shinya. Did who knows what from Ishizu-san's name. Could that timid Shinya do something like that? He could use his predecessor's experience. His goal when he made trouble. You don't think about your personal profit. Anyone can spit poison. That makes sense. Damn Shinya. I threw a lot of money into that. He had the parents' insurance, I think. Yesterday's news were strange. Isn't it too unnatural to give the name Hisari Makina before police do? You can perceive it as the fact that the information was bought by Shinya-san's corpse was found. I don't think he had an accomplice, so Shinya-san could make a call himself, for example. Before his death, he said that his killer is Hisari Makina. Can't believe it. Don't tell me that damn Shinya! Exactly. When I asked him about how he's going to take his revenge on Makina, he answered that if he can't win, he won't even fight. That he'll have to kill his emotions. But I guess he didn't have the patience to kill emotions alone. Is that suicide now? I didn't say it so simply. It's hard to commit suicide than to defeat me. It's not about Shinya-san's case. He committed a suicide, only the criminal is left. But you know Hisari-san, he acted out his revenge wonderfully great, but he still has no motive. Hisari Shinya died, but Hisari Makina was the killer. Whatever you say, you're the one who did it, and the criminal is you. Is he delirious? I didn't do anything. I'm being treated like a possessed that killed her brother. Oh, here, look at it, Shinya did it. Stop teasing me, I was just set up. Why, you cruel Kai. If you knew that, why didn't you save me? It's because it was impossible. Neither of us could stop Hisari Shinya. You're lying. Shinya could easily be stopped. You probably wouldn't be able to, but me, if you told me about that yesterday and you wouldn't be able to either. You have enough ability to outdo him, but you have no energy to oppose him. When you found out about it yesterday, you weren't able to blur the difference between you and two. Between you two, right? Yesterday, Hisari Shinya couldn't stop the imitation that Hisari Shinya started 3 years ago. Kari added that Shinya, until yesterday, was exactly as strong. His imitation was way worse than mine and way more amazing. However skillfully the play was set, it pales before naturalness. Hisari Shinya was a third-rate actor, but his fever was genuine. You understand? Without having any goal to show someone else's development, that job in itself is close to self-torture. How long a fantasy can be based on a stranger you just passed by? A human that has his own eye wouldn't even last 5 minutes. Meditation requires a lot of fuel. What? I can't agree to that. How can it be? I once thought it was hard. Yes, you are immediately opposing to that. You probably can't understand it. The life of a human that never once touched you can be imagined. Where anyone else would give up, Hisari Shinya got stubborn and did it with his all. 3 years ago, you left him without a place in life. And he was thinking without 1 second of rest. Without entertainment, without distractions. He used all his time to imitate someone else. Not you. Loving to imitate. A normal human that can barely think of imitating someone else. Parted with all other ideas that was completely got his whole self into it. The stubbornness and effort are unimaginable. People talk about inhuman energy. It's about him. From the other side, here's a day, week, month, year. All the time a person was spending in thought. You were just floating with the flow of other people's life. You stop it? Hardly. I got a chill. Because of the fear of crescent smile of Karyu-san. From Shinya's energy. You don't care about his stubbornness. I 3-year-long voluntary reclusion reminded me of myself. Oh yes, if Shinya became like that I was back then, and it's true, can't stop him in a day. In 4 days at least. So if I wanted to stop him, yes, that was already not enough. Yes. Also, Shida-san's method was flawless. You can use a lot of ways to stop a plan about saving oneself, but a plan where you are not saving yourself cannot be stopped. Suicide is not the most ineffective, but realizable plan. Aside Shinya, whose life was already killed, decided to sacrifice his existence to kill the life of Hisari Makina. Enough. Shut up. Don't talk. Stop. Of course, if he's going to kill himself on the roadside somewhere, I can't stop him. And still, with all that, suicide. I can't understand one thing. One is afraid of what one can't understand. And I'm feeling a real threat from Shinya right now. Because I couldn't choose that method. I understood that an end like that wouldn't cause anyone trouble. But I was afraid even to think about it. Shinya did it without any fear. Was stronger than me? But Shinya was so timid he couldn't kill even me. A person like that was able to commit suicide? Suicide. It hurts, right? If you're healthy or possessed, doesn't matter. And so always keeps on doing anything it can to prevent death of its container. Isn't that right? Was Shinya speaking normally? He was discharged after all, so he should have been normal. Who knows? I don't know what illness Hisari Shinya had. I guess that if he recovered to normal thinking, he wouldn't kill himself. But, you know. But you, looking from the other side, what do you think? How did Hisari Shinya cure her psychosis? That's the question. Some true hater energy? Honestly, Hisari Shinya? Damn. Hater energy. Real hater energy on that one, I'll give you that. Kairi said that my plan succeeded. Shin was ostracized. Even strange is the fact that he recovered. Dead men usually don't rise, as the world hints. Yes, Hisari Shin's mind was completely destroyed, thanks to you. He wanted to die at that same moment, but his wish for revenge didn't let him do that. Hisari Shinya couldn't die without defeating you. And even if he died, Hisari Shinya wouldn't disappear. He would want to die, but he wouldn't be able to. And then he, wishing only for death, decided to return his sanity back for the sake of getting to the last station. He didn't become sane and died, but he turned back to normal to die. You say he switched his mind. Speaking poetically, Shinya sold his soul to the devil for the sake of crushing Hisari Makina. Selling your soul to the devil, basically, to frame your sister is fucking crazy. Doing the equivalent of doing that is fucking nuts, by the way. Like, damn. Poetically selling your soul to the devil to crush your sister. Fucking hell. Even if our abilities were different, we really were alike. Like brother and sister. Shinya probably didn't rise with his own powers. My only mistake made birth to this revenge. To defeat me to die himself? Yeah, that's surely not because of hate. Ikai, it's a mistake not like Shinya's. In a different order, but it was the same. There was only one mistake. 3 years ago, you, for the first time voluntarily, imitated Hisari Shinya not as a goal, but as a means to an end. It wasn't like that before. You, partially from the interest, used that means to exist as means to entertainment. Never before I thought of anything as fun. Try to take your place, Shinya. It seems to be entertaining. That's what it was about. Your imitation was correct because it was a goal in itself. As it was the ending stage, nothing came of it. You used imitation as means to push your brother from his chair. It means always get a goal. The result. Stupid. Bye-bye, Shinya. I admit it. I had fun. When I jumped from the balcony, Shinya's tear face was bringing me delight. As I said myself when I was put into that clinic, it's a punishment for my only sin. I get it, so the me of the past took revenge on me. Exactly so. The young man in the underground blooms with a smile. Looks like I hurt myself. Huh? I was stupid. The decision to come here was the worst, but at the same time, the best. So that my downfall is clear. Everything is now clear in my head. And a lot is now unimportant. Yeah, enough. Enough grasping for the past and wasting my nerves. Saimaka can always use her head for different things. That is all that Shinya-san asked me. So, what are you going to do now? You can either run or give yourself up. If you give up, you probably shouldn't be getting any aggravated circumstances to it. Aggravating? How about yesterday's miners? Nothing. Someone saved them. Probably. What Shinya-san was doing from Ishizu-san's name will return back to Shinya. Oh, and to finish that off, they say Ishizu-san got discharged yesterday. I think he's in the dormitory by now. It's okay. I don't need him anymore. Take the knife from my back pocket. Drag from the feeling of a hard item in my hand. Blood is pulsating in my irremovable right hand. What am I going to do? Return to the clinic? Not bad. I won't do anymore, Karyu-san. I know the place where I feel better than there. Wishing for better is natural. Listen. I want a next object for copying. It's probably the first play I ever made to anyone. What? Still sitting down. It looks at me. Can't run without hands or legs. So it has come to this. Yes. So, can you please die? My hand twitched happily. The dog of hate is silent. Why? If you want to play with me, just go and live as you lived somewhere, where no one knows about you. You don't need to become an original. Or Saimaka works in some other way. Yeah, you see, there's no room like that anywhere else, and you, Kara-san, are amazingly rich. Well, let's say so. I have the money. What, you want to kill me? Cut your limbs off and sit here? You can't substitute me like that. No, I can. Yes, there will be some discomfort. But I'll kill you and then think. There are a lot of means. I just want this room. I don't need the original. And also, how to say it? It's like you set me up, isn't it? This reasonless wish to kill and happiness came from my admiration of him. Thrust the knife down. The world around me falls away. Kill before I kill. My limbs are instantly surrounded by darkness. What the hell? And in the ashy space, I hear the 10th wave coming. I'm assuming that didn't go so well. About the prosthesis we were talking about this morning. Sakura's outskirts, in one of the forests, there's a water reservoir that's not marked on a map. Deeper under there is an underground room that no one knows about. Well, that's, Mato-san, you're surprisingly, romantic? Hell, I can't say that. For a telephone, there's a still evil tomato. She'll tear my eardrums even from 1,000 kilometers distance. Absolutely. I wasn't finding it funny, but I'm not joking. Got it? I'll tell you the address now. Deal with it today. 2 hours with a map. Now in a telephone booth next to the building number 13. Come to that place and need to come back to Shikura Hill and then walk the fields on its outskirts. There's quite a house here. Mato-san, you even read these kanji. Karyu? I don't know how old is your map. That mansion was demolished ages ago. It's still private property, but they know about your arrival, so don't worry. Got it. I go there now, it'll be really late. What's the owner's mood? Dad is always in good mood, especially after sunset. And then, Shosai, when you're done, don't forget to call me. Uh-huh. Okay, and if the talk fails, should I call too? I didn't like pointless calls. This time it's special. Doesn't matter what hour, it's a matter of life and death. So to say, I wouldn't know if you're alive or dead. Sake would taste bad. See ya. Phone call awkwardly ends. Hiramoto-san's fairy tale is authentic. Clouds cleared, high starry sky, and a warm summer moon. Huge cubicle reservoir on it. On it, a heavy steel door. The door is unlocked. Stairs and a narrow passageway lead underground. No lights at all. I plan to walk down through the passageway. Come to a door and open it. So it was narrow and pressuring. Going away from reality. A room like in a castle. The ceiling is an aquarium, moon swaying inside it. Good evening, excuse me. At the obviously unpleasant underground room. If I were mentally healthy, I would have ran away right away. But unfortunately, my carefulness circuits are disabled. In the middle of a room, there's a curtain bed. Next to it, for some reason, lay a fruit knife. Oh, you're not. Oh. Yes, it's great that you were able to come here at this late hour. Are you Rika-san? Amber eyes look at me from the bed. Their owner, lit by the moon. That'll be a beautiful woman. Yes, the real one has white hair. Happily exclaimed the black-haired woman. Yes, the real one has white hair. Happily exclaimed the black-haired woman. It's a kid, so a girl. A huge beast looking like a dog. Was it hidden? It was sniffing my legs. Greeted a new guest. Good evening. Are you Kaya-san? Thing is, I heard you have excellent arm prostheses. Yes, I do. Not so many, but I have some rare ones. They'll choose the person, though. You're lucky, Shiza-san. Looks like they'll fit you fine. She definitely barked a black dog. Looks like it's good-natured. I thought in frozen pillows. Hey, what are you? The owner of a room, laying on bed, wasn't a usual being. It's about not having limbs. The cell inside me turned upside down from a horrible chill. Even in the clinic, I didn't feel such a threat coming from the little child before me. Are you even human? One really opened its eyes. Beautiful face made a smile. Finally, the image fits. Glad to make your acquaintance, Ishiza Rika. My name is Kara Kae. Yeah, you can't play a personality with just face alone. What? The unknown creature said a weird greeting. That's the story about a weirdo I met right after discharge. Next is the story about forming a bond with the underground devil. A bond that you literally can't cut even with a knife. Yeah, I'm assuming Kara just fucking murdered the shit out of Hisari. And that's what happened. And in the end, you came here, Rika. That's the story about the mimicking possessed Hisari Machina. You're telling it like a fairy tale. August. Some month has passed since this Hisari Machina's case was over. Sunset. Karakai's basement got colder. The complicated and boring story finally ended. I won't call it boring. Listen, that scene with the balcony was awesome. I don't even know Hisari at all. Went by the records. If you asked me what she was like, I wouldn't be able to give you an evening of recollections as you like it. When Kai is very hungry, he begs for clinical stories as a consolation. He started talking about Hisari intentionally, wishing to ask about her life in confinement. What? I don't need it. Just want you to think, because Hisari Machina's story is important to you. I didn't find it interesting at all. I thought you liked all possessed. Depends on the scale. You, for example, wouldn't like a steak that is less than 200-gram weight, right? Her neuroformation too was too little and it didn't matter. I haven't seen a steak since I was discharged. It's been a bump from when I took on the job of looking after Kai. I gave you my first salary, bastard. And am I related to the Hisari story? Hisari Makina was imitating you, and she's one of the few discharged. Then again, you, Arika, are not yet used to life here. I thought you could use the story of someone who has been discharged half a year before you. Could use it. Could use it? What about her guilt? Still consider Shinya's killer? No, they found that Hisari Shinya committed the suicide. The last accusation about A Syndrome's carrier's abilities were flushed through information barrier. It appears she ran away from her inspector and now is considered missing in action. Really? Where did she go, I wonder? Good for her. If I did that, I would probably come afloat in a reservoir like that next day. If you go running away from Mata-san, you run to the opposite direction from here, alright? Spoil my water. So it is. Where did you go is unknown, but sorry I got lucky. If not in Mata-san's paws, you would at least be able to live. Are you envious of Hisari Makina? Guy mysteriously smiles and looks at me. Ugh, I'm used to it. I still get nervous. Don't scare me. No, I just thought about how she strained everyone. And anyway, what's with that imitating stuff? To see other people's lives, that's it. I have to think about it all the time. Sarah Makina's paths were possessed. People have enough problems on their own. You remember only the superficial details about others and can't even think about what's going on inside. You don't need to. She, on the other hand, caught everything about others in precision. Hisari Shinya, his persistence, made his own imagining a replay of someone else's life. She was doing it subconsciously. Monster. Hypertrophied imagination, so to say. So she was obsessed with all those sticky ideas like nothing works out well. Everything for her worked out fine. Balancing to a zero, big successes had big failures to contrast. A healthy life, actually. She doesn't realize that she was probably a perfect girl from everyone in her childhood. Her main mistake wasn't the possession, not even the intellect she was born with. There is being liked by everyone, and there is doing everything so that as many people as possible love you. These two are completely opposite ways of life. She thought they are the same. Good for you. From that quality of yours, I feel uneasy. And how easy from your formulations like those. I don't want to see that face having fun using others, okay? Look at him all amused. If you're so good, Arika, then I have a question for you. If you were to ever imitate anyone, who would it be? Is he mocking me? He didn't ask who, he asked why. Who knows? I didn't ever try it. Well, probably out of admiration, or trying to be the same. Becoming an original, it's, Hisari Makina was always surrounded by fake smiles. That's why she tried to become the original one. Nah, if you wanted to become the original one, then just talk would be easier. Just talking about when it's close to become like someone. You need to especially imitate. It's not about admiration. That means, too late to think for yourself, so you act like someone else. Talk about when you don't want to think for yourself, when you're mechanically copying someone. Yes, that was the true essence of Hisari Makina. She was thoroughly thinking about someone else's life, and as a result, she stopped thinking. Probably, he continued. Her thinking worked the opposite way. We move through our... We move... Huh? We move through our lives, changing all sorts of priorities in our mind. Compared with a car, she begins with a spring start, which will require years for us. She thinks about that first, and then starts to move. For example, imitating Hisari Shinya. Every morning she starts a thinking sprint named Hisari Shinya. Just some minutes, and then she continues playing another person. If you talk about the energy that is used for that, among possessed, she's one of the best. If she used it correctly, she could do anything she wanted. I don't get it, what's the point of doing that? Like I said, she's only thinking to be able to stop thinking. Like like a real wind-up mechanism. I don't know what other problems are coming up with that, but if Hisari Machina didn't imitate anyone, she couldn't have any dreams or hopes. Guy's words have a false bottom. Dreams and hopes of Hisari. It's someone plain not about it. Hisari Machina had to erase herself to be able to live at all. Like that. What a troublesome life. Just living for suffering, so to say. Where are you going? The important talk has just begun. If you want to know why I started to talk about Hisari Machina, no need, even until the better times. Is there a new dining bar in Nebula waiting for me? Probably the only treasure of this basement. The sofa that is so comfy to sleep at. The talk was dark, but yeah, I had what to think about. It's been a month since I got discharged. The Hisari Machina reminded me from the inside about a vector in this life I've been accepting in all its haziness. Hello? 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 Is Ishiza Rika-san? Yes, Ishiza-san here. Ishiza here. Who is that? It's me. Long time no see. How are you? Not bad. How about you? Thanks for asking. My right hand hurts a bit, but I'm fine. Well, thanks to it, I'm now a level higher. Cool, right? Have a chance, I'll play even better. Ishiza-san. What? It says get level ups? What? Bread or blood? Enlightenment and talents, so I think. You need both, otherwise you can't. And you have neither, Ishiza-san. Well, you're not possessed anyway. That's good. What was that? You're not interested in me. Obviously, I don't care about you at all. I don't need to imitate you. Just can't live otherwise. When did you hear that? Are you heavily ill? Maybe you're even dying. And again, these behavioral patterns are a necessary state for you guys. Well, so to say, yes, I'm dying. And you, Ishiza-san, didn't go too far from me. You always that heartless? Why would I want to get familiar? If you can't live otherwise, it isn't funny. Your system is upside down. Life is a life because you're already living. Every goal is ahead. So it's not like that to you? No, thanks to you, I understood it clearly. I want to live as easily as I can. Calling a reason to show my will? No thanks. You're weird, Ishiza-san. You were a pessimist before. Well, doesn't matter. I have other things to do now. You have the nightly notes, right? Don't throw them away. Check them out. Couldn't last for half a year, but there are some useful things there. Report? Hey, what's this about? What's this here about picking food and counting calories? What manga to buy? Was that useful? Maybe I try clinging? Ah, but I didn't help at all. There'll probably be no results. I mean, why am I even doing it? That's what I asked. Why are you calling me? I'm assuming that's Machina, yeah. So yeah, she's not dead. I don't know what the fuck she is, though. And I'm worried the fact she is still out there. Last was Akari-san. That's it. I cannot fulfill it. Oh, and you got a message from your sister. I'll become stronger and come out, so don't get yourself killed, brother. Alright. Bye-bye, Ishiza-san. Yeah. Bye-bye. By the way, who are you? Whatever that... Because the screen, had a weird effect on it when she tried to, so I assume Kade just isn't someone you can kill that easily. Ugh. You forgot in the end, stupid. Clicked my tongue and left the telephone booth. Paid my debts, but I was sad. Because the main part from Yamada is an alias. Yes, I couldn't say. That's why Ishiza-san just as much as he himself does. Ishiza Rika in my head stepped on a landmine in the end. And if it wasn't my mistaken imitation, their friendship wouldn't last long. I guess that's earlier. My sister kills him. Hold on for a year. Ishizu-san. That would make sense, yeah. I have to throw it out of my head. If I think about myself, I'm done for. So I start the spring. Well, no time to be nitpicking. I'll start from a completely random stranger. Yeah, her ass is still out there. R. That's... And I... This is back to the scene with Makina. There's a 10th wave coming. It attacked all my body at once. I jumped at the fire. My skin and my muscles and internal organs were attacked by an acid rain. I was ground by a huge mix from head to toe. Torture. It was a pleasure I couldn't even moan. My eyes cut into little cubes. Watched the ashy sunlight falling on small pieces and see the days-old moon. The phantom of a big fish swimming across the room. Yeah, the phantom. I was melted to the ground. Grounded. I left my head up. It's the same reservoir. No sign of the fallen sea. Signs of wetness on the floor or walls. You'd find your skin completely drenched. Wait, just now. The glass broke? Glass? The limbless child questioningly tilts his head. With different perceptions. Thought about glass and water. He probably has different names for it. I see. Sorry I didn't like you. Ah, you're his saliva you're in his saliva for a while now anyway. As she rays darken. A few fish appears in the west over my head. Its child like an eye looks at me. What's that fish? It's completely like that phantom? I got it, yeah. It's not like that. It's not a question of how fish live and how the fish lives in the water. Spirit like air. There's no fish like that in an encyclopedia. Yeah, was I wrong again? I think I can kill him, at least in this dungeon. He's invincible. That's why he will be the killer. Stretch your hand and a counter will come. It's a natural theory. I am disappointed, Hisari Makina. Blame me as much as you want, but who gave you this foolish idea you can't be real if the original still exists? So whatever that shark thing is above the ceiling is some sort of phantom creature possessed, I'm assuming. And if you try to threaten Kaya in any way, no matter what, you gonna get got. And if it doesn't like your taste, it spits you back out. I'm assuming. Drop my knife on the ground. Still wet like a mouse. Parted with life, at least Karius sounds scolding. And anyway, replace the original one, it's not imitation. You have to imitate the successful ones, and that is your goal in itself. If you will become the original one, who are you going to imitate? He's right. I can flawlessly imitate someone, but if he dies, it's not an imitation, it's a recording. If I imitate someone that doesn't exist anymore, it'll only be me. Hisari Makina inheriting the existence. I guess. I shouldn't sit in the chair. I have to just look at it. Sorry, I'll keep that in mind. You forgive me this once? Okay. You're not at fault that he didn't like you. Now our killing score is even. Sigh in relief. Whatever it was, I need to run away from here. My legs are still shaking. It's not allowed to look at this chair. Well, farewell. Your job is over. But yeah, you return this hand that is glued hard to me. Kai, about this prosthesis. This one? You can have the light for a while. You're going to have it hard. You never can have enough useful hands, right? Are you sure? I won't come back to return it. It's okay. I'll substitute it with hate for now. So I'll make it somehow. And even if you won't come back, it'll come back by itself when you die. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen that his prosthetic arms have a mind of their own. Like when Arika used the black prosthesis against what fatty was called. I forgot her name now. That 8 people. The glutton freak. So I'm not surprised that it'll just come back once Machina dies at some point. Creepy. I admire him after all. You should tell me, you have any plans already? You need money? I can give you a bonus for all that time. Nah, no problems with money. I still have Shina's inheritance. And then, well, I'll be on the run. But it's hard to get out of this prefecture. Even impossible. Guess I'll hide in the town until everything calms down. I walked to the exit. Decided to run, I should start right away. Can't imagine police barging into here. My acquaintance of Kade-san, the inspector, can come. Oh wait, one more thing. When everything settles down, can you call Isuisa Arika? Why? That's somewhat surprising. I need to call Ishisa-san since when did he start to ask me for impossible things? You were here for half a year. Giving your successor the work is your duty and responsibility. Kaya-san smiles, just like during our first meeting. That naive first-class smile. I exit the dungeon. The job talk is over. I didn't tell him anything after all. I want him to know, but it's not in my power now. I went to the sort of forest, so I remember the 6-month-old dialogue. About how the gym was shaking. About how the promising newbie in Ward D, your sister Isusa-san, what happened to them? But what happened then? Yeah, you, the boxer girl, because she's not a grown-up. Hey, what do you think about Possessed? That we're all sick and need to be isolated. We can't live normally, that means we're very weak. The black-haired beauty, which was, to say, younger than me, looked at me amazedly like her brother did before. Never once thought that way, but if you speak about power, you're strong for sure. Not real tough nuts. Got a nightmare, the sandbag flies up to the ceiling. 8-meter long chain and a 60-kilogram weight screech and bend. What's so tough? Well, if you look at you, you are tough, but not physically, but mentally. Well, if you and me are tough, we're fine with death of our relatives of isolation. We're too thick-skinned, so thick-skinned that we don't care about a lot of things. The hitting fist gave off murderous intent. Possession, they say, is a brain tumor that appears because of mental weakness. You're saying it appears over it. But it's hard. We can't take our indifference as much as we have it. We have no problems. We're bothered to everyone while we're not bothered by anything. But we aren't bothered by anything. We still want, without any reason, to change ourselves. Well, we could just not care. She laughs happily, kicks the bag. Suffering and happiness. She obviously loved herself like that. By the way, why are you doing this? This? Well, it's not to chill. Tuamato caught her and dragged her to this clinic. It's just an awful wound. Not a physical one, a mental one. As an animal, she obviously ran away. She was ground to mincemeat. Letting her guard down, relaxing from being special. She lost our usual human. Well, what can you do? We didn't exhaust our mind, we didn't train our special abilities or body, and so I thought I should fix that. To tell the truth, I can leave her even now. I need to change a bit more, or else I won't be able to fight that woman. Honestly, given how strong this sister seems to be, I am surprised she hasn't fucking left yet. Because it seems like she could just leave at any point, really. The last finishing middle kick sends the bag into the wall, and it doesn't come back. Yeah, she's something, that girl. There are no possessors out to mitigate her, I guess. I thought my difference was a weak point and ignored everything. Now I understood it and agreed. A human being needs self-appraisal. I found a perfect chair. I was very careful, but it didn't work out well. But it's okay. It's better if I train too. I must rely on the talent. If I want to change, I should do it thoroughly. Only changing the interior world won't do. Get a new spring. To make the outside as well. To be no one and anyone. Kind of winded mechanism. Now you'll see, you little bastard. Okay. Where the fuck are we? What the hell? Where the hell are we now? Named by request of Underground Devil, I spent a couple of hours watching stop. After marking a left, I hurriedly walked to a residential area and entered the room 303, where there's nothing now. Strangely, the room that was once a kitchen is now crimson colored. Section of the back rooms, fucking probably. Near a balcony, visible from a window, like in her knees and calling for help, was a phantom of small machina. It's a goddess back then. Crimson was probably looking sad 3 years ago. Now I got the shine of a glass of holiday wine. So shining. It hurts so much. What's with the human is burning? The sister is one burning. But sorry, Machina. It's with you coming here I won. I sat in the kitchen and put the stolen knife to my throat. Last moments. 3 years old events flashed before my eyes. Learn from your sister. Shinya, you copy your sister too much. No. No. She's the copy. Those matters are mine. I'm Shinya. She's the false one. People listen, I'm the real one. Oh. The echo of my own scream. It's also over. Maybe with my way of thinking, nothing will work out well for me. But that method will set things straight. Because Machina was the one who taught me that. To remove someone from this world, just sacrifice yourself. Finally, I defeated the demon. My palm pressed into the handle. Pain and ceasing to exist do not frighten me. Those are not results, those are means. Moreover, the relief comes earlier. The room is still crimson, no matter where you look. In the end, I return myself to me. That's it. Bye-bye, Shinya. Alright. And send. That's the end of that tale then, huh? Save this one. Well, I think we'll end it there. I'll save again just in case. Yep. Good lord, what a... That section was intense, to say the least. I think so far Hans might be my favorite one. Out of the chapters we've read, Hans was really good. Hans has been really damn good. It got a little muddled, I felt, with the constant switching of personalities with Shinya, Machina, but I'm taking that as being kind of the point, right? Kind of the point. You being confused and all that, because it's just like, good fucking lord, man. To take it that was like, you're meant to be confused, which, you know what, fair. You certainly fucking got me, man. So with that, I'll, the fact tomorrow's gonna be 300 makes me sad. Like, tomorrow's 300? Date. King move 5 type shit? Honestly, spiral type shit, yeah. Wait, I can't believe tomorrow's gonna be 300. Fate's gonna be 300 tomorrow? I can't believe this. I kinda wanted KT to be 300. And... do I do that? I'm thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking about it. At least I'm considering it, if anything. It doesn't surprise me that FGO is the 300 one, you know? Which does sound especially maybe with KT. I don't know, because I don't want to end KT just like that. You know? So with 300, 301, and then 302. It started at 265. I can't line it up in any way. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I'll think about it. If I'm not here tomorrow, then you realize then it's decided that 300 will be KT. If I'm not here by tomorrow. And if I am, then I chose to say fuck it and be what it may be. Something else tomorrow. I don't know. Just I would want KT to be 300. But again, it's if nothing can be done, nothing can be done. You know. We'll see. We will see. So without further ado, chat. I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly did. That was a good end. It's a good ending to that chapter. Very good. So I'll keep it brief. Have a good day, evening, or night. Wherever you're in the whole wide world. I hope to see you all same time, same place next time. Note, I'm saying next time, because I'm not sure yet. So, yeah. Bye-bye.